Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to this wonderful event today. We are so excited to have you here. We are excited to have a great program of speakers. We are excited to be rolling out this fantastic project for this neighborhood. My name is Sean Maher. I'm the Communications Director at the City of Oakland. I'll introduce our first speaker. Please give it up for Oakland Mayor Kevin Jenkins.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Let's see if this thing works. So I'm Kevin Jenkins. I'm the mayor for the next 24 hours. So I'm excited to be here and excited about this collaboration between the BID, the city, and the Northlake District. I'm so excited about what is possible here in Oakland. One of our number one goals is making sure that we bring people back downtown. So a couple of weeks ago, we had the Economic Chamber report and it said the number one thing that was driving business out of Oakland is crime. I'm here to say no more. We are focusing in on a budget that prioritizes public safety. We are working in public-private partnerships, and we want people coming downtown. We want businesses coming downtown, and public-private partnerships like this make that happen. So I'm thrilled to be able to introduce the fabulous council member of this district, Councilmember Fife.
Good afternoon, and I know the mayor said that he was excited, but I specifically have been watching this project grow and come to fruition over the last few years. And today is, as Sean Maher told us all, it's our birthday. So we are going to launch into what it means to show that the city and our private partners are investing in what the rest of the city wants to see. We want to see more of our businesses be populated with residents who live in these beautiful apartments right downtown. We need them to come outside and experience that Oakland has some of the best restaurants, some of the best entertainment venues in the entire Bay Area. I would say the entire country, but I'm biased. So my name is Carroll Fife, and I am the representative, the elected representative that has the honor to be the representative for the best district in the city of Oakland. I mean, I'm sorry for anybody else who represents any other district, but I think it's best in the West. And so I am the council member that encompasses West Oakland. We have some of the best, Michelin star rated restaurants. We have a downtown BID that's been in existence for 17 years that's been putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this neighborhood. So when we have people like Isaac and other folks who are coming to also lend their resources to build on what's already amazing, all it takes is that last little ingredient, which is the people, the residents who live here and who deserve the very best of what California and the Bay Area has to offer. And we have all of that in District 3. So I'm encouraging everyone who thinks that somehow there's this doom loop that we should be buying into. No. You are the energy, you are the battery, and you are the essence that makes Oakland what it is. So if we're going to have a determinant of what it means to be successful in the city of Oakland, it's because our residents say so. And when our residents say so, then we're going to attract those other people who live other places, who want to come and live and play and work in Oakland, which we want to incorporate them too, because we need those dollars into the general fund so we can do more of what Oakland needs. And so to talk more about that, I'm going to welcome up the architect, the founder of this project, and that is Isaac Abid. Thank you.
I told Carol that I hate following her up on speeches. I've had to do it before, and now I've got to do it again. Well, it's amazing to be here on a sunny Oakland day. This is the culmination of a year of sitting in a laboratory trying to figure out how this idea can come to fruition. And it's taken a lot of work from engagement with community members, the Business Improvement District, the city, and local stakeholders to try to put this together as an exercise in having Oakland be able to convey to the rest of the world what we're about. What can happen if we have the resources to invest in public safety, in blight management, in activations, and really sell that story to the rest of the world to change the narrative. We know what a great city this is. We know what a fabulous downtown this is. This project is going to provide the necessary resources to be able to have those actions take place over the next several years before we're able to work with the Business Improvement District and really crystallize this into the long term. What we're trying to do here is to reimagine what it's like for the private sector to take ownership themselves of how they can make the area around them better in a more meaningful way. It's clear, I've been here for 10 years. I moved back to the East Bay where I grew up so I could be part of this community, raise my family, and invest in the community and invest in projects around downtown Oakland. I've seen the highest of the highs, and obviously, as we all know, the last several years have been different. They've been challenging in terms of changing work patterns, in terms of both real and perceived issues around crime, and they've really impacted the merchant community. I know many of the merchants here, and despite all of their challenges, what's always struck me, what motivated me to this was their resilience, was years and years of getting through COVID and then years of hanging in there. Many of the merchants around here have been here through the best of times and are working to get through this current period into the future. And so that really engaged me into thinking, how can we enhance what's already here in terms of the Business Improvement District, as Carroll mentioned, Councilwoman Fife has mentioned, sorry, I get that right, has been in existence for 17 years. I've known Andrew, Steve, Tori, and their team for 10 years. They are amazing people doing amazing work. What we're trying to do with this project is to fund this entire exercise privately. We understand that the city of Oakland has budget constraints, we understand the resource constraints, and we understand that coming out of that's going to take time. What we can do here over the next several years is make these private investments 100% from local corporations, property owners, nonprofits, and other charitable organizations to bring capital, necessary capital, to get this project off the ground. What does the Northlake Project consist of? It's really built on the foundations of several key pillars. One is public safety and security. Over the last year, you may notice folks in blue shirts walking around. We have already, in partnership with several of the large corporations around town, launched that project. I have folks from PG&E here. They've been an instrumental part of that. What we want to do is, once we've established that sense of safety and security, which is already happening, I think that the reality is far different than what the perceptions are, is how do we then convey that? And the way we convey it is by taking care of this area like it's a well-tended garden. We're going to work with the Business Improvement District to give them the resources to address blight, to address some of the infrastructure improvements that we can make. That might look like painted poles, that may look like new lighting, and primarily, one of the key parts of this is this activation area that we're standing on right now. I'd like to thank Invesco, who's the owner of this site, and Douglas Parking, who manages this site, for really helping facilitate the transformation of this lot, which will happen in June, into a 20,000 square foot activation hub that will be able to draw daytime workers, visitors that come from both inside our community and outside our community, and the residents. There are over 2,500 new residents that have moved into this neighborhood over the last 6 years. Let's bring them out. Let's turn this into our town square. So the other part of this is, how do we then use that to change perceptions? We've worked almost exclusively with Oakland organizations to help change the narrative in a way that's authentic to who's here, local merchants, and sell that story and tell that story to the outside world. So I couldn't be more excited to be a part of this. I would be remiss if I didn't thank Pooja Abid and Warren Logan, who are somewhere out in the crowd, for really being the quarterbacks of this project for the last year. As I like to say, I came up with a random idea, and then I told Steve and Andrew. They didn't know what I was talking about. I told Pooja. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But somehow we're here because she made it happen, and they made it happen. So I couldn't be happier to be here. Thank you guys for the honor of being able to work on this project, and I look forward to the future. Thank you. Oh, now I'm going to turn it over to my friend, Steve Snider.
Thanks so much, Isaac. You stole my garden reference. I use that everywhere I go, because downtown Oakland really is a garden that, of course, took a big hit during the pandemic. We all know it's not an uncommon thing in cities across America that downtowns have struggled to get back on their feet post-pandemic. But downtown Oakland has always had the potential, and as someone that moved here in 1997, literally to this block in 1997, I've watched the transformations happen, where I tell the story often. When I first got down here, I came down to BART on the first Saturday I was in town, and I was planning on going to San Francisco because I heard there was more happening in San Francisco, but literally there was not one person on the 19th Street BART block. So as someone from North Carolina moving here and seeing all these big buildings, but not one person on the block, it concerned me, like it was a very surreal experience. And so I watched over the last 25 years the transformation of foot traffic returning to downtown Oakland, businesses opening in downtown Oakland. We always had a great lunchtime vibe, but we started to create a nightlife and entertainment vibe. And the vision of our organization as the Uptown Downtown Community Benefit Districts is to create a vibrant nightlife and 24/7 city. Really, we all aspire to be something in like Manhattan. That's what we want. Foot traffic. We want to be able to eat any time of the day. We want to be able to get coffee on a Saturday morning. We want to go be able to see a fantastic show at the Fox or the Paramount, or for free in Frankagawa Plaza, or on a block party in downtown Oakland. We have such a committed group of people that have been working on this for the last 17 years. I want to just recognize some of our board members and former board members that are in the audience. Could you raise your hand, please? So you see we have about 10 here now, and also our staff here. Could you please raise your hand, including our amazing ambassador program here that works every day to enhance the experience of downtown Oakland. What's happening with the Northlake is, as we call it, an enhanced service district. The community benefit districts already are an enhanced service district, so you're enhancing an enhanced service district. And we, as I always say, more resources, more staff, more impact, because literally we are, in the work we do as urban place managers, we're caretakers of the public realm, and it requires all hands on deck to maintain and create a welcoming and inviting downtown for all. And that is our goal as an organization. So I encourage you all to reach out to me or any one of our team to ask how you can plug in so you can help contribute and spread the word about the great work we're doing here in Oakland. None of this would be possible without the fantastic partnership with our City of Oakland partners, elected officials, and city staff that actually helped to form the districts in the first place. Many staff members over the years have participated on our board of directors, and that public-private partnership is exactly how we're going to get out of the challenges we face here today. So thank you all for being here and showing support for the Northlake District, and we cannot wait to partner further with you and your team at Lakeside, Isaac, to take this to the next level and use it as a model for how we incubate smaller neighborhoods throughout the greater downtown area. So again, thank you for being here, and we'll be hanging out after the press conference if you want to chat and talk about how you can contribute as well. Thank you so much. And I'll bring over Ashleigh Kanat from Economic Development Office.
Good afternoon. My name is Ashleigh Kanat. I'm the Director of Economic and Workforce Development for the City of Oakland. And the role of economic and workforce development in the city is to sustain and grow business and investment climate here in Oakland. And this can be tough as we face resource constraints, resource reductions, but one of the very important things we can do is really encourage and lean into our partnerships with the private and nonprofit sector. This is a perfect example of that collaboration that's going to get us through. So the Economic and Workforce Development Department is working on some really exciting initiatives that are exactly aligned with this very effort. We've nearly completed the Economic Development Action Plan. We're going to be bringing that to Council early in the new fiscal year. And the plan is focused around 5 primary goals that address stabilizing and expanding the city's economy, supporting and attracting businesses, building and readying our workforce, investing in place-based efforts, and supporting arts, culture, and social cohesion. Each goal is underpinned with a series of actions and sub-actions, and this is getting ahead of some of that implementation work. So throughout the plan, a really key through line is the importance of place and investing time and resources into advancing key business corridors and nodes, just like the Northlake District. Investing in places confers confidence, and it also serves as a force multiplier, leveraging other investments too. We've been coordinating very closely with our colleagues in planning and building, And planning's been doing some really incredible work readying the Northlake district for the investment to come and readying the district for the activity that we want to see here. So many ground floor uses, for example, that used to require conditional use permits are now going to be allowed by right, resulting in more certainty for property owners and businesses and greatly, greatly reducing the time it takes to get from concept to open doors. And so we're really excited to welcome new business activities, to fill the vacancies, and for the street level activity that this will bring to the area. We're excited for the private sector investment and the partnership, and together we're going to be investing in the new future. We're hoping that this partnership is going to serve as a model for business improvement districts and neighborhood groups across the city. We want to demonstrate how effective we can be working together when we have focused private sector investment that is aligned with political will. And with that, please know that the Economic and Workforce Development Department is here. We invite you to reach out to us. We want to be in conversation with you, and your success is our shared success. Thank you. And I'll hand it back to Mayor Jenkins.
So I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the great work of Captain Toribio. We can give it up. Our captains work very hard to ensure that we are working towards being a city that prioritizes public safety, and they are absolutely overworked. So I thank you for all that you do in our community. Thank you what you do for this district. As Carroll mentioned, like District 3 is a great district in Oakland, and I can't wait. I can't wait for something like this to hit District 6. So if Carroll would come up here, we want to honor Gregory Williams for his 25 years of service, blood, sweat, and tears to the city of Oakland. And we have 2 proclamations for you. So I'm not going to read this all because you guys might be bored, but you guys can read. You can read it when you get a chance. But I just want to publicly say thank you for all that you do for our city. As Carroll was saying, there's a lot of doom loopers out there that say our city is going down to, I'm not going to say the word, but I appreciate people like you. And so I'm going to read a couple of whereases. Whereas his contributions have not only enriched Oakland's culinary landscape, but have also fostered a sense of community, warmth, inspiration among residents and visitors alike. Now therefore be it resolved that we honor and commend Gregory Williams for his outstanding achievements, his dedication to the art of baking, his significant impact on the cultural fabric of the city of Oakland. And so I'm going to let Councilmember Fife have some words, but thank you. You got to let me in the picture. Let me in the picture.
Well, they're taking that picture because you are my direct constituent.
Okay.
I'm not going to read the formal language. Our mayor did that around proclaiming this date for Mr. Williams. But I will say it's your anniversary, correct?
Yeah.
How many years?
25 years.
25 years. Making us all a little happier through his sweetness. And if you have not, a little heavier, he says. And if you have not experienced the oh my goodness. My daughter introduced me to Gregory's through an ube pound cake. Mm-hmm. It was a purple cake. And I said, I don't want that. And she was like, Mama, I promise you will not want anything else once you taste it. And so I did, and I have been hooked ever since. It's not just the cakes, it's the pies, it's everything, and the energy that he brings. You can tell that love goes into everything that is made from Gregory. So if you have not been there, please patronize the business. Please patronize all of the businesses who are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into Oakland, because they are the backbone of this city, and we lift them up and we support them and we love them. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so you have 2.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So before we invite all the speakers to take a picture, I just want to acknowledge our at-large offices here representing Councilmember Rowena Brown. So now all the speakers will take a picture.